Today is the 100-year anniversary of the long-deserted Rosedale community in Johnstown. Historians remembering when thousands of people were forced from their homes because of the color of their skin. Stoker Zorek looked into the significance of this event, who's responsible, and how it affects the community today. He's live with more. Stoker.
Yes, Sean, historians in our area say it will take much longer than a century for people to forget what happened in what was the community of Rosedale on September 7th, 1923.
It's historically significant and unfortunately for many people unknown, especially those who live in Johnstown. So many people have never heard of Rosedale.
Thursday, September 7th is the 100-year anniversary of what the president and CEO of Johnstown Area Heritage Association, Patty Carnevale, says was a, quote, terribly egregious act by the former mayor of Johnstown, the mayor being Joseph Caffio.
In which folks who are of Mexican and black descent who lived here for less than 7 years were banished.
Historians say this was because of a man named Robert Young who just so happened to be black. Records show he killed 2 police officers, wounded 4 others, and died in a Rosedale shootout in 1923. Ambassador Carol Francois says estimates range from 500 to 2,000 people being forced to leave town in fear for their lives just days later.
And Rosedale was a predominantly black neighborhood. Many of the people that lived there had migrated to Johnstown to work in the steel mills. And so when this edict was handed down, they immediately left town, even some people that had lived here longer than 7 years.
The Laurel Highlands Historical Village has a sign on the Honan Avenue hiking trail, which runs next to where the Rosedale community used to be. It says that some of the people ended up in shanty houses on Colored Road just up the hill.
And that has had a tremendous impact on the cultural identity of our town. And so this is a commemoration and a remembrance of that.
That remembrance, a book written by Cody McDevitt called Banished from Johnstown. It will be discussed at a forum Thursday evening with the book's author and others sharing their knowledge.
So it's not just a discussion about Rosedale and the events 100 years ago. It's talking about now. Right now, our friends and our neighbors.
And panelists are scheduled to speak here at the Heritage Discovery Center here in Johnstown. Now, the presentation is tonight at 7, but we want to be clear that the event is already at capacity. Reporting live in Cambria County, Stoker Zorek, 6 News.
Stoker, thank you. Meanwhile, a prayer vigil held today in Central Park to recognize the 100-year anniversary of the 1923 incident. The community gathering to commemorate the more than 2,000 black and brown residents who were banished from Johnstown. The purpose of the vigil, to bring awareness to the incident.
It's a story that many people don't know. Everywhere I meet, people are saying, I lived in Johnstown and I didn't know this history. And so it's very important that we bring that history out, that the story is told, and also not just as some old story interesting from the past, but that it is current and impacting our today in 2023, and knowing about that can help us to make changes.
Organizers say they want to make people aware, but also motivate people to learn more and act to make a difference.